Warm good morning everyone. So today in this class we'll be discussing the topic communication model. What is basically communication? It's just in simple terms we can say that passing of information from a sender to a receiver. This is the basic model for a communication. There will be a sender, then a channel and a receiver. The sender will be encoding his message and passing it to the channel or also called as medium. And from the medium, the receiver will be decoding and finally interpreting the message. So is this diagram enough to understand more about communication? Not exactly. And this is a problem of a model. It is not just giving you an entire picture or entire piece of reality, but just only a piece of reality. According to Quill and Winhold, a model is a consciously simplified description in graphic form and a piece of reality. So it is consciously made into a simpler form and it is always a graphic representation, and finally it is always showcasing a piece of reality. This is what they have told us. It is a consciously simplified description. It's a graphic form of piece of reality. So we all know that a person with good communication skill is often widely appreciated by the society. A communication model helps in understanding the problems, the barriers and also the basic elements that is required in communication, which is otherwise very difficult to talk about. If we are talking about the communication aspects in verbal manner, it will be much difficult to understand. But whereas if it is portrayed in a graphical representation, it will be much easier to grasp. So what is the basic purpose of communication model? To make the communication process or to make the entire process into a simple manner, to make us realize the entire process in a simpler version. And secondly, it provides you the input to create a standard manner of communication. And finally, it gives you the relationship between each elements in the communication model. So the scope and the purpose of communication model in today's societies is high and pervasive. So we have discussed about the scope and purpose of communication model. Now we will be looking directly to Shannon and Weaver model of communication. And this model was proposed in the year 1948. And Shannon was an electric engineer. He was working in the Bell Telephone Company. Along with his companion Weaver, they together proposed this theory in a journal article titled Mathematical Theory of Communication. So this theory is also, or this model is also known by the name Mathematical Theory of Communication. And this model is also called as the mother of all communication models because it had gained much popularity in the society. So there are mainly 6 components, that is the information source, encoder, channel, decoder, destination and noise. So the extra component was noise. The information source is the producer of the information, and the information will be passed on to the encoder, and the encoder will be sending this message through a medium, and this medium is called channel. And from the channel, the decoder will be receiving the message and which will be passed on as a message to destination. In between there can be noises, external noises and internal noises. External noises can affect in any part and internal noises mainly affect in the destination part, where the receiver will be having some bad health conditions. For if example, if he is having headache or something, the message that is being transmitted may not be completely understood by the receiver. So from the information source, the message will be passed, and from the encoder, this message is passed on as signals. And later it is in the decoded part where the signals are again transmitted to message. So for example, we can say if I am making a telephone call, my voice will be passing on to the encoder, and from the encoder it will be passing as the binaries, zeros and ones, and through the channel, that is the telephone wire or the mobile network, it passes on and it reaches the decoder. From decoder, it transmits as my own voice to the destination, that is to the receiver. And in between there can be noises, external noises and many other barriers to this communication process. So they have also give new concepts such as entropy, redundancy, noise and channel capacity. So Shannon and Weaver taught us if channel capacity is raised and noise is reduced, there will be a good communication. Whereas entropy is all about the unpredicted messages. If the unpredicted messages are so high, it will be difficult for the receiver to grasp the whole idea. Whereas redundancy is about the predicted concept. If the predicted concepts are too high, then the receiver may be passive, he may be lazy, and he won't appreciate the whole aspects, and he will be suddenly ending the message. So this should be balanced in such a way that it gives an effective communication. So as this model was completely purposeful for everyone out there, but there was one major disadvantage. That was they do not give a two-way communication process. The communication is only one way, that is from information source to the destination. The destination didn't give a return back or didn't have a reply to this message. So in order to maintain or in order to resolve that problem, Weiner, not Weaver, but Weiner introduced the concept called feedback mechanism. So there will be a two-way communication. This is all about Shannon and Weaver model of communication. So I hope the Shannon and Weaver model is much clear to you. Now we will be discussing the Danz's helical model. And this model was proposed by Frank Danz in the year 1967. So this model is talking about the endless spiral of increasing complexity. That is, in the tip we can see that the helical model is having a simpler concept. As it grows and grows, it is widening and it is getting dynamic. So this helical structure is actually discarding the traditional concept of linearity and circularity. So according to Frank Danz, he says that as a child is born to this world, he is having much lesser vocabulary. He cries for everything, for food. If he is having pain, for everything he cries, right? So as he grows up, he learns certain vocabularies. He has certain vocabularies and he uses certain words definitely to speak out. And later, being an adult, he communicates with the world in much easier manner. So the communication process is wider and getting much wider and dynamic by the end. And for him, this model is an infinite and an endless process. And this is definitely indicated by the infinite symbol at the tip of the model. And this model also discards the linearity of the traditional concepts. So Frank Danz has proposed this structure in order to create a simplified version for the communication model. And this was considered to be much disadvantaged by the researchers. And they also point out the feature that human beings definitely forget certain things. If we are not using the past knowledge, how can we not communicate? If we forget certain things, we can definitely communicate with others, right? So this model, and the major disadvantage of that this structure was that the feature of forgetting was not being acknowledged in this concept. So this helical structure is providing three notions, that is an upward position, a downward position and a bending one. The upward position introduces his new knowledge, and the bending or curves also introduces the pathway to new knowledge, whereas the downward position is indicating an acknowledgement to his past knowledge. That is, the learner uses his past knowledge to communicate with others. So there is much acknowledgement to the past knowledge. This is the major point the researchers has pointed out as the disadvantage, because the act of forgetting is normal and it cannot affect the communication. So this model was being rejected by many of the people. And this is all about the Danz's helical model. So today we have learned the scope and purpose of communication model, then the Shannon and Weaver model, and finally the Danz's helical model. So I hope the concepts are clear. Have a nice day. Thank you.